Hey everybody, this is Erica from the Classy Climb blog, coming today talking about using that muscle, right? And when I say using that muscle, I mean, some people think they'll get abs from going to the gym one day. They think they'll run a marathon after running for a week. They think they'll, be a multimillionaire after working really hard for a month in sales. But it doesn't work like that. It's the day in, day out. It's the foot in front of the other, as the Creed movie says. It's the constant tracking and knowing if you're getting better, if you're improving, or you're making a dent in the overall picture. Now, a lot of people are not doing backwards blueprint. Okay, backwards blueprint is very, very simple. You write down what's your goal this year. So let's say your goal is $100,000. Well, you already know if you divide that by 12 months, that's $8,333, right? All right, $8,000 a month. Some of you are like, Erica, I'm about to cut the video off. Don't cut it off. Think about it for a minute. What are ways to get you up to $8,000 a month? What are some things you can do in your weekend? What are some things you can sell online? What are some things, what if you picked up a couple extra cars this year and you just turn around and sold them, some Honda Civics, some Honda Accords? Would you make that? And so instead of shutting down our mind, we have to backwards blueprint and not give up. But we also have to be tracking. If we work in insurance or we work in sales, how many phone calls are we doing? I'll just give you a great number. White Creek Realtors. Every 1 in 3 of our open houses, we sell a house. So if I was a White Creek Realtor and I was brand new, what would I do? I would do an open house every freaking weekend. Every freaking weekend. For at least the first 2 months. At least the first 4 months, honestly. Because then if I'm putting in that much time and that much effort in building that area I'm in, and I'm not seeing results, then I know it might be me. It might be some of my training. It might be something I need to improve on, right? That's when we start saying, where is it that I'm messing up that I need to improve on? What are some of the things I could do to make that transaction better for me, for my clients, and for myself? Because if we're really honest with ourselves, the more people we serve, the more money gets in our pocket. Because what happens? Good service travels. So does bad service. Bad service travels about 10 times as fast, right? So if you give somebody some good service, they deal a friend or two. But sometimes you have to be direct and ask them, do you know anybody that I could help? Do you know anybody who needs a home? Do you know anybody that wants a home? Do you know anybody that's looking for apartment leasing? What is it you can do to provide service for those people? And so once you start tracking and start getting the numbers up, getting the results are just they're just showing you what you've been putting in. If you've been putting in the time, if you've been putting in the calls, you start getting results. They're just a fruit of what's on the tree, right? Because the roots of the tree is the calls, the open houses, the sales calls, the sales drop-ins, the visits, in order to get that $100,000 a year, you got to be really honest with yourself. There are a ton of people who make buku amounts of sales, buku. And there's a ton of people who just do $36,000 a year. Now you got to say, are some of those agents married? Do they have kids? What's taking up their time? Why are they not hustling as hard as I am, right? Or hustling hard as you are, right? So it's several reasons for that. And I think some of the biggest part is the tracking. People are very, very lax on their tracking. They're not consistent. I meet a lot of people who, put out some marketing and then quit the next month. They're like, I got some deals. I'm done. No. You know what? I'm going to do a video right after this one about marketing. But anyway, tracking. It's important, people. But in the meantime, check out the Classy Climb School, how to start a business from scratch, how to build more income, and how to design the American dream you want to live and love. This is Erica, Classy Climb blog. You guys have a great day.